Hey everybody, it's Jake from Let's Go Resell. I want to talk to you today about 5 mistakes that eBay sellers make when shipping on eBay. And first is not using the right supplies. You get free supplies from eBay if you have a basic store or if you have a premium store. For a basic store, you get $25. In the premium store, you get $50 to use towards supplies. And I know this isn't going to cover everything, but for some it might cover most. And these mistakes that I'm going over are actually the mistakes that I've made. And I did make quite a few mistakes when I started selling on eBay. And I think we learn from our mistakes. And what I did is I watched videos like this to understand what's going on. So when I found out you could get the free supplies, it was a game changer for me because I was able to get $50 every 3 months, every quarter. I could get $50 with my subscription of a premium store. I could get some good stuff. So I'm going to show you exactly what I got and how it helped me. There are 3 main supplies that I get, but there's a lot. So don't just go off the 3 I have. Go off of everything that you can see on their store. But the number one thing that I use is going to be actually the tape. The tape is going to be one of the biggest things that I use because it's free. And I think everyone needs tape. And it's not bad tape. I'm sure there's stronger tape out there. But to be able to get this every 3 months for free really helps out my reselling budget. The next thing is these little envelopes. Padded envelopes, for me, make it so I don't have to actually sit there and bubble wrap items. I can get these envelopes, and there's different sizes. There's larger sizes. I think there's one more smaller than this, but these work very well too. And then the last thing is I get boxes. So for me personally, these little tiny boxes, I believe they are 6 by 4 by 4, and they work great for protecting all sorts of merchandise that could be damaged during shipping. If you could bubble wrap it and put it in with these guys, it's fantastic. And you'll probably notice if you watch my videos that I protect my merchandise. Probably I go overboard. I don't think I've ever had a bad feedback based off of shipping. So control what you can control in my book, and you can control shipping. It's fantastic. The next thing that you can get for free is the USPS Supplies. And you can go on to the website, USPS.com, and you can get a lot of things for free there when it comes to packing your priority mail. And again, I'm going to show you just what I use the most of, and I think a lot of resellers are going to say they do the same thing, is we use these USPS padded flat rate envelopes. And again, this is probably the second cheapest thing we can do besides first class, is get whatever we have safely and securely, right? I always say that. Put that in this envelope that's padded, and it's going to mostly be $8.45. And again, the $8.45 can fluctuate every year. USPS prices go up, and it's going to continue because inflation, yada yada yada. But this is the cheapest option for most items if you can fit it in here, again, safely and securely. I also use what we call region rate A boxes. And there's 2 different sizes for these. This is the first size, and then this is a little narrow option here for you. And they work great as well. I use these bad boys when I need to ship something regionally that's a lot of times cheaper. And sometimes I put on my listings, I'm going to ship it with UPS, like basic service, right? And I end up placing it in the priority, and my customers are actually happy with that. I've never had bad feedback with that. So although you do change the way you ship it, it's actually they're faster and usually safer. So although I do like UPS, out of FedEx or UPS, I go with UPS. And then the last box is what we like to call the shoe box. It's shaped to handle shoes, and it's called a shoe box, but you will not see shoe box on the box. My wife was looking for the shoe box the other day, and I didn't tell her that it wasn't actually on here, and she was looking for a while. I felt kind of bad. But anyways, bless her heart, she got it and she figured it out. So the second mistake I made when I started shipping on eBay was not asking my neighbors for shipping supplies as they all have, because everyone orders Amazon every single day, right? And what I did is, after about a year of reselling, I sent a message out to my Facebook page in my community, and I asked everyone if they could, give me their supplies. And since then, it's been a while, I keep getting bubble packets, I keep getting boxes, and I keep getting supplies left and right. I have so much of this air pocket stuff and bubble wrap and boxes and anything. And a lot of times my neighbors are so generous, they drop this stuff off at my house, and I have so many boxes just full of this stuff. I have so many just regular boxes, you name it, styrofoam, whatever, for packing supplies. This looks kind of nice, huh? This is kind of cool. But anyways, I will never run out of this stuff. And if you're not asking your neighbors for free supplies, and a lot of times they just want to get rid of it. They want to throw it away. They don't want it around. Let them give it to the crazy reseller down the road. And I'm more than happy to take this off their hands, and it's worked perfectly. I'm going to say this mistake I have never made before, but I have seen it with returns. And I think I've seen a couple, eBay purchases I have made that have had some issues. But this is making sure your packages are secured securely. I know that's a lot of securing in that wording of that, but do not pack your eBay packages with an Otter Pop box, or any kind of food box. That is not smart. I've received returns where it was very, very flimsy food boxes, like NutriBars or whatever it is. And it's just not smart. First of all, customers aren't going to like that, right? And you need to have a sense of, urgency when it comes to making sure your boxes are secured, they're taped right, they're bubble wrapped. Again, I overdo it sometimes because it's something I can control, and I will bubble wrap and make sure something is so secure that there's no way that item's gonna be messed up. So, make sure you use the right amount of tape or the right type of tape, and make sure that you have good bubble wrap, and there's bubble wrap on that item that needs to be secured. If it's a shirt, right, you're not gonna put it in bubble wrap, but use your best judgment and use common sense. If there's a box and there's a lot of room in the box, put some bubble packets in there so it doesn't move around. Make sure you use common sense and you get that product to your customer, and they are satisfied with what they do have. Shipping mistake number 4 is keeping your supplies far away from your shipping center. Now, that one's kind of weird, right? No one really thinks about this that often. But what I like to do is make sure everything is compact in my office or in my space for reselling. And that wasn't always the case. When I started, I had shipping supplies over there, inventory over there, whatever was going on, just scattered throughout my basement. And it took me a lot of time, it took me more time finding what I needed to make sure that I was able to efficiently get things done. As a part-time reseller, I can't spend that time going to and fro. I got to make sure that everything is compact. Also, it keeps you safe. You're not going to be running around. You're not going to be tripping over whatever it is, tripping over your death pile, whatever it may be. But make sure that you keep everything compact if you can, right? So it depends what you have as far as your space is concerned. Maybe you're in an environment where you have to have your shipping center separate from where you store your boxes based on, your layout. But as much as you can, try to make sure that everything is put together neatly so that you can be more effective and that you can stay safe. The 5th and final mistake that I made when I first started reselling was not buying in bulk. Now, if you don't buy in bulk and you go to, say, Walmart and you grab some packing tape, grab some bubble, grab some boxes, or whatever it may be, that will add up. If you ever compare the pricing of tape and bubble wrap and whatever it may be, it's a lot of money and it adds up quickly. And I started to buy bubble wrap in bulk, and I get some nice bubble wrap for I think $55 for 4 pretty solid rolls. It's a great amount of bubble wrap. It saves me money. I only have to do that I think once a quarter. I will buy that, and then once I'm down to one or half of one, I'll buy another, and it's like 4 to 5 by the end of the year. So it's really not much. And again, I'm part-time, so if I was full-time, it'd be a lot more. But also, I get supplies from my neighbors too. This is Jake from Let's Go Resell. Thank you for watching.
Bye.